Hi everyone, so this is my fourth vlog for Informatics 685 at Mercer University. And this week we were told to choose from a list of topics, choose 4 topics and discuss them. So the first topic that I chose is unit testing, and unit testing is the testing of individual models in order to eliminate errors that could have been missed initially during the desk checking process. The test data should contain both correct and inaccurate data and should test any possible scenario that could occur. A tool is used to determine the areas of error, where they are located, and their possible cause. Stub testing is done during this process to simulate and test each program functionality individually. Next, someone other than the original programmer will create a test plan to lay out all possible scenarios. Lastly, the project manager will review the final results before moving on to integration testing. And then integration testing is the testing of 2 or more programs that are dependent upon each other to ensure that they properly are integrated and properly work together. The program should not move on to this test unless they have successfully passed the unit testing. The 2 programs must be tested together to ensure that the information is passed between them correctly. The programs are not exclusive to working with a specific program. One program can work with another program, and then later that same program can work with a different program. This testing must also evaluate all possible scenarios where the information is transferred both correctly and the scenarios where it is transferred incorrectly. So, of those tests, there are 3, and the last and final test for the system would be the system testing. And this last test involves testing the system as a whole in its entirety to ensure that it meets all the requirements for the user and contains all the necessary functions. This is the final system performance test to verify that the system can handle both correct and incorrect data, that all components are properly integrated, and that the system works with all the data in a timely and efficient manner. All the information from the system test must be documented during this test, and proper instructions on how to use the system and how to combat any errors or any areas for improvement are given with this testing. This testing step is vital to the company's acceptance of the program and ensuring that the program is of quality. Then we have performance testing, and performance testing is a type of software testing that is used to determine how responsive or stable a system is under a certain amount of pressure or under a certain workload. So the results of this performance test are based on the specific needs of an organization. So there's no set standards for this test. It's based on what the organization needs and how well the system performs for those needs. The results of these tests is not a pass or fail result, so there's no passing the test, there's no failing the test. It's just used to determine the performance baseline for the system. There are different types of performance tests, and each of those tests can account for different aspects of the performance of the system. These tests should be done when the organization is trying to update a system, and if they're using the waterfall methodology, it should be done each time a new version is released under that method, or if they simply just want to do a system check on the system to make sure it is performing properly under pressure.